Hello, this is just a quick read for the Divine Feminines and the Divine Masculines out there, or potential ones. Jane from Divine Real, hiya. So I'm just going to look at the current Divine Feminine energies. And what can you tell us for the Divine Feminines right now? Right, so sorry, I'll just put my glasses back on. Right, so it's fighting off competition there and maintaining your position and love and offer, perhaps for love and offer coming in. So what else for the Divine Feminines? If there's a card that repeats, it might be something extra for you, as you know, if you've been watching these, and just look it up on Google. So, right, so coming from a very logical standpoint, so these came out together, so it's been very hard, cold, but being strong and true and logical, and this is about being a leader. So this could be that you really, no matter what, you're moving into that leadership position as well. So anything else for the Divine Feminines? I must admit, I did a reading before, but I ended up scrapping it actually. This is the Twin Flame card, 1111, but it's about, you know, you have worked really hard and it is probably time just to have a little bit fun time as well, you know, for Christmas coming and all of that. Just enjoy a little bit time without it always being about what you have to do next. But it is the Twin Flame card, and on the bottom of the deck is the Emperor card there. As I say, I was just doing a reading there before, and I didn't post it because it got a bit, it just got a bit messy, really, like the whole, especially with the Divine Masculine energy, really, and then the suggestions between the two. So it just got a bit messy between. It's as if there's a bit of sabotaging of the connection at the moment, you know, like when we self-sabotage, and that's how it felt. But it's sort of so messy, I've decided just to delete that one and start again. But you know, for the Divine Feminine energies, it was lovely. It came out the Emperor and the Empress together, and there was a King of Wands energy between them, which was very dynamic and leadership, and that was the main thing that came out. Other than that, it was about working on your own stability, you know, and being more, I mean, you are stable emotionally and being very grounded and things like that. So that was the most thing as I'm on the Divine Feminine. And this is the next card. So yeah, because you've worked really hard as well, and you're tired, but you know, you're sowing those seeds as well. Moving forward. Anything else for the Divine Feminine? This is a totally different read now. So I don't know if I was reading for someone particularly there before, but this is what's coming out now anyway. So Queen of Cups, very loving energy, very giving, very loving. Right, anything else for the Divine Feminines? Emperor. Anything else for the Divine Feminine? So the Emperor energy is very much around you. And it could be, you know, as I say from the last reading, it's like we're becoming more aligned. You know, if we've got the Emperor and Empress energies, then we're becoming more aligned within ourselves as well. Right, yeah, so there's, yeah, so it seems like there's this deceit still coming from the Emperor energy. And that's probably what I picked up from the last reading, you know, we know that the Divine Feminine, we didn't know which way to go, what to do at all costs. That was the negative side of it. And the energy I've just done, it was as if you just wanted to sabotage it, really. You know, not stepping up to the full plate kind of thing. Queen of Swords, but there's, you know, we're not taking any of the BS anymore, you know, that's like in the last one, there was a very much walking away energy in the Divine Masculines read, and that's because we're not taking any more BS. But the other thing with the Divine Masculine read was it was an option whether to, you would sort of given up the hope of the connection being successful now, and sort of thinking about moving more stable towards the Queen of Wands type of energy. So that's, you know, that's where they're at. But this is the Divine Feminine read. So you've, yeah, because the first card we had on the last one was a brand new love and beginning, and that was in the general read. And then there was, just as I say, it got a bit messy with self-sabotage, I think. So this is a brand new love and beginning, and a slow and steady offer. It's a very stable offer coming in. But there's a bit of sort of keeping things close to your chest kind of thing coming in there as well. There, so those together. Anything else for the Divine Feminine? Oops. Winning at all cost type of energy coming in as well. Well, I mean, this could be that you know, you're wanting this happiness. You want your happiness no matter what. You're working hard. I mean, that's probably why you need a break. You know, you're working hard to keep your own happiness really as well. So, you know, some people don't like it when they see you happy as well. It could be that, you know, instead of that. But this card does normally mean that you know, even if people get upset, there's a winning at all costs energy going on. So, but that's normally what's being victim of, really. The people winning at all costs around. Anything else for the Divine Feminine? There's a lot of cards here. We'll try again because it was a bit divine. There, one. Right, so being stable, so being very stable emotionally, independent, and being able to share that as well. So that's very much in your energy as well. Anything else for the Divine Feminines? The Lovers. So yeah, so I mean, this is a major life-changing thing. It isn't the day-to-day, you know, and this is what's in your energy as well. So you are, you know, I mean, the last read was very much Emperor, Empress energy, very much leadership, mostly in your read, and this is, you know, the Lover's energy is in your read as well. So, you know, you're there really. Watch, you know, yes, don't take any more BS. Keep working on your Pentacle. You're the Queen of Cups here as well. You know, take a break. So you've got swords, wands, pentacles, and cups. You've got it all here. So it's lovely. Anything else for the Divine Feminine? Burdens. So feeling burdened, you know, some of these things aren't your problems to solve, you know, as well. If you're feeling burdened, you know, you've worked hard to move things in the way that feels like the right direction, whatever that means. But, you know, we've got to let go of these burdens. We aren't responsible for everything, even though we are true kind of leaders, really, with that King of Wands there. All right. So what else for the Divine Feminines, if anything? I think that's probably it. Maybe one more. Okay, and this is the good fortune card. Good decisions make good fortune, though, and that's what we're looking at now. So make good decisions to move you forward. Things are on track. You're moving forward in the right way. I would say just mostly, yeah, be a little bit, you know, yeah, if you want to be a little bit guarded with this in your beginning, then why not? Slow and steady makes it more concrete. That's, you know, more solid. And be careful with, don't take any BS from, you know, an Emperor around you. And just be careful if this is one at all cost type of energy around, where people just want to, you know, they don't mind harming you to get their own way. That's still around your energy as well. So there you go. So that's it for the Divine Feminine. It's a nice read there. So hopefully a new loving beginning starting for you. There it is. And, you know, whoever it's with. Just make sure all these cards are the right way before. Yeah. Right, so for the Divine Masculine, so I'll turn this around the other, there. That's the new cycle beginning. You know, remember the last time that it's about the Divine Masculine. You're going through a huge sort of dark night of the soul thing, wasn't it? Transformation. So, and yeah, seems like there could be self-sabotage going on where we're overthinking and then mess it up for ourselves. So, which can happen to everybody, can't it? And when we're strong, can be strong about it, it can be silly. But anyway, energies for the Divine Masculine. Balancing. So he's trying to just balance it all at the minute. A lot of balancing going on. Anything else for the Divine Masculine? Page of Swords, and sort of, let's start really trying to find information on social media. Oops. Using your intuition, good. If you're using your intuition, then great. I was wondering about that card in the last read that you could have done with that, but it didn't come out because it's just it's like sort of which way do I go, and then, you know, being careful to make the right decisions. So whatever. Right, what else for the Divine Masculine? You know, that Good Fortune card came out for the Divine Feminine. It's good decisions create the good fortune, don't they? But whatever that means for you, really. So there's still heartache going on. I mean, it could be heartache about someone who's a bit of a high priestess as well. That came out just after that. But yeah, there's heartache going on, and there is, because there needs to be fairness. There's been too much balancing as well. We know this from last time. So you're going through a huge transformation. The last time it was a bit of about to bring in your Empress, yeah, balancing out. Because it looked like you'd be careful not to repeat the same cycle. It was like sort of a bit of a tower moment on the toxic behaviour. Crying over spilt milk. So, you know, all those past love and connections messed up, and there's crying over spilt milk about them, but not seeing what's happening there. Two of Cups, yeah, not knowing which way to go. That's the same as before. He's going through a huge transformation at the minute. There's the Ace of Cups there for brand new beginning, and it was as if he wanted, you know, true happiness. There was like a 10 of Cups happy home, and wanting to do a love and offer, but then the Death card came out as if it was like totally wanted to sabotaging it. And then the next thing was an offer to Queen of Wands. So it's like sabotaging the divine connection for, you know, for that type of thing. And that's what was, so it's like, which way do I go? Do I go with what I know and make it more solid, or do I take a risk with, you know, balancing the scales properly, correctly with the Empress, you see? So Divine Masculine is really going through it at the minute. But the Lovers is here, which the Divine Feminine had, which is Major Arcana. But there's a keeping things tight hold to his chest here. Yeah, there's love. There's a very loving divine connection. But he ain't telling people about it. and this is a solid offer with a brand new solid beginning coming on as well. So yeah, so which way do I go? You know, whichever will be good for him, probably. Well, could, if he's repeating old cycles to become tower moments, that isn't the way to go, is it? But okay, anything else for the Divine Masculine? Okay, that's it. So yeah, still trying to balance things, doesn't know which way to go. The loving connections here, the intuition card is here, still going through heartache. You know, balance the scales. If you want your Empress, you've got to balance these scales. Get out of that spilt milk energy. You know, bottom line, it always ends up being about coming from loving and truth, really, isn't it? I don't know what the highest could be for you. And stepping into the higher new ways, or well, I don't know. Well, it depends what people decide they want to do, isn't it? Choices again, isn't it? Right. So what's the energy between the divine masculine and feminine right now? No, can't have all those. See what fell out. Seven of Wands is, can you see all of these? Okay, these are what came out like that. So let's read what we can see. So we've got between the divine feminine and masculine, this kind of maintaining your position, and you know, there's being grateful really for, you know, understanding what you really do have, and hope for renewal. We've got making judgment calls within us here, maintaining position, and this is about maintaining your position, but it landed on where the, you know, the systems are, the religious systems, legal systems, contracts, can be about commitments as well. And so, and then we've got the working on your pentacle, and also a new cycle here. So, you know, we're moving into a new cycle here, and let's see what that card is. Ah, right, so this is the choices card, but it's the other way around. So look, it's realizing the choices that we thought were choices aren't really choices. So if there's a suggestion for the divine feminine, just one or two cards, please. What would that be? Go in hermit mode and gain more wisdom again. And if there's any information to help the divine masculine right now, what would that be? For the divine masculine, what would that be? Suggestion to help for betterment. Come from honesty, no BS. Okay, and still be loving, but coming from proper truth. Harsh truth sometimes, isn't it? Okay, that's all I can tell you for this reading at the moment. Totally different to the one on Sunday, but it is what it is, isn't it? All right, see you at the weekend. Take care, bye.